What else do we want to put on the list? There's an obvious one. People, crowds. Let's people. We can break that into two brackets, but crowds,
Which do you want?
crowds. You're becoming so sensitive to crowds and people, and you say to yourself, "Oh, I'm a loner." No, you're not. You're just sensitive, and crowds have a huge feeling to them. What do you do? Well, you could take a walk in nature or feel into it. Now, it's a little overwhelming at first because there's a lot of energy in that, but feel into that crowd. Feel into how disgusting maybe it is, how beautiful it can be. Feel into the unity of that crowd of people. Feel into the very sheep-like quality of it, and without making judgments, but feel into those people. It's going to be harder and harder for a while to be around crowds. And a lot of you used to be kind of, I would call social people. And then somewhere along the line with your sensitivity, you got de-socialized. So just feel into them. The beauty in crowds or even individual people, the beauty is you're looking, you're feeling, you're going to be aware into their hearts, into their hearts. There's not going to be that separation, that big wall between you and them anymore. You're not going to have to wonder about what they're thinking or feeling. And I'm not talking about being psychic and reading their mind. You're going to be able to feel that person, their life, their journey, even if they're still asleep, their beauty that they have, even the most despicable humans have such a beauty to them. They're on a journey, they're different than you. You might find it difficult to be around them for a long time, but you start recognizing the soul to soul connection, realization, not the old namaste kind of surface, makyo kind of stuff, but the real person and soul behind that face and that body. You're becoming more sensitive. Yes,
Are
dear.
you saying us that we'll somehow be able to tolerate despicable, insensitive people?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Because well, here's why. Because you've been a despicable person.
Bada boom.
Bada boom is right. No, you'll have such an empathy and a compassion without feeling sorry for them,
Oh.
without feeling the need to start preaching and waking them up and all the rest of that. Your new your new sensitivity will allow you to simply be in their presence, get their whole, what you call story,
Hmm.
but not a linear story, their whole beingness like that. Not as judgments, but as awareness. You'll understand at such a level that you won't feel sorry for the person sleeping on the streets at night. You'll honor them. You'll have such an appreciation of anyone with any physical handicap. You'll stop feeling painful around them, if you know what I mean. Stop feeling embarrassed or guilty around them. You will honor them in such a deep way. That's the sensitivity. But you're at that in between, being like, I can't stand crowds. I don't like people. I'm a loner. And suddenly being the great empathetic being that you are.
Here's
Good.
one.
Two more. What are you sensitive to?
Fear consciousness.
Why?
Well, we were talking about we're in the election cycle,
Yes.
and everywhere, it's like, if you don't do this, we're gonna lose the Senate, and we're all gonna go to hell, and we're
Yeah.
gonna die, and the world's gonna explode. And if you don't do this, if you don't,
And.
and
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just like delete,
Ah.
delete.
So what do you call your sensitivity?
I said fear consciousness.
Fear consciousness. Yeah.
All the fear
Fearphobia.
that's just fear. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Good. Fear. Oh, so much of a. But I got to stop for a moment. Why? Why is there so much fear? You realize there's a lot of fear and nothing ever really happens.
Well, media is propagating it, and
Yeah, media is
we've
just
got
people.
Ebola now. Everybody,
Oh, yeah.
if the powers that seem to be keep everyone in fear, they can control everyone.
Yeah, or let me and not an or an and. Yeah, they can control everyone. That's kind of nice. It sounds good, and everybody wants it. That's my contention. They want it. They want the drama. They want to feel, yeah, the man's controlling us. Nah, the man can't control anyone unless anyone lets him. So they like it. They like the drama. They like the Ebola strikes the world. You know, flu kills a lot more people. I don't hear a lot on the news about flu other than get your damn shot, which is a conspiracy, by the way. Yeah. Getting flu
That
shots
was a joke,
makes
right?
you do strange things.
That was a joke.
It doesn't matter. It's a joke, but it doesn't matter. Fear, flu shots, and that's exactly what you're going to get. Yeah, and then you're going to be double feared because, oh, I didn't get my flu shot. Now I'm going to get the flu from all these sick, stupid people around me and their children that are making noise and, and smoking. And then interrupted by a call from the governor at the... but then you're living between that, the fear of that, and then the fear of getting that shot. You've lost before you started. You're sunk before the ship ever leaves the port. But, you know, as humorous and stupid as it sounds, that's the way people live. And not condescending, I'm just being realistic, so shut up, I heard you. If you can't take this, why do you watch this? If you sit there every month listening, making your comments, go away. There's other groups that are made just for you. It's called the zoo. So... It's another word for life. And
No more costumes for you.
I'll just be nice from now on. Nah. Is in an energy crisis. You can see it right now. Energy in relationships. So many of you experienced relationship issues the last month or so. Energy in relationships, because it's an energy situation. There's an old game of energy stealing going on. It's happening with family members and friends and at the workplace. And then you wonder, what's wrong with me? Why can't I get along with people? Why don't they like me? Because they're playing an energy game. They're stealing. They're trying to take something from you. There is an energy paranoia on Earth right now. It's manifesting in a lot of different ways. It's the not enough mentality. There's not enough to go around. So I have to grab what I can. If you feel into mass consciousness right now, there's a huge type of kind of a void or a vacuum that's out there right now. People that collectively that don't feel there's enough. And it's being fed by news reports. It's being fed by the dramatists and everyone else. There's not enough. It's creating a void. It's creating then the desire or the feeling for people, I better conserve what I have, and I better actually grab a little bit extra. Tough times are ahead.